Hey spicy fans, welcome back to my kitchen today. If this is your first time of being here, you are welcome. And if you've been here before, welcome back. Spicyfafa is making palmnut soup today, and these are my ingredients. More ingredient lists are in the description box below. Palmnut soup is made in different ways. This is the Spicyfafa way. You can use any type of meat or any type of fish for palmnut soup. Palmnut soup, people also call it banga soup, and people also call it palm soup. People call it red soup. We can make it in different forms, but the most important thing is make sure it is well done, so that when you eat it, you will not have any trouble in your stomach. I am definitely using cow foot. And my cow foot, I started cooking this last night because cow foot is very tough, but it's very yummy as well. This is how cow foot look like when it's being cut into small pieces. It is so nice. The taste of the bone marrow when you're eating it and you're sucking on the bones. Oh, mine is already soft. And I'm going to start by palmnut paste. I am not paid to do advertising for Nkulenu palm paste, but this is what I am using today. I use other types as well. It's already the pulp, the paste of the palmnut fruit. I am using a full one today. It's a little warm here today, so you can see the oil at the top. Sometimes it's really solidified. But before I put in my palm paste, I am putting in a whole onion. I want to cook this onion till it's very soft, and at the end of the soup, I take it out, mash it, and put it back in the soup. I just want to leave it in like that whole. And my ginger, I'm cutting the ginger, just putting a little bit of cuts on them. I don't peel my ginger, I told you. I just wash them nicely. And I want the ginger to also cook and soften, and I'll blend all together. So I'm just putting it there. And peppers, Scotch bonnets. These ingredients will soften very well. And at the end of the soup, I grind and put it. And this is the palm paste. This is how it looks like. Sometimes it's very I am a bit surprised to see that sometimes when people cook cow food, they strain it and pour the water away. Why? I don't think that you should steam meat and pour the stock away. This is the consistency I like for my soup. By the time it cooks, it boils and cooks, it keeps thickening a little bit, and I'm going to add all other spices, all other ingredients to it, so it will keep the soup a bit thick. Some like it seriously thick and some like it seriously light, but I like it this way. So I'm going to wait for it to cook very well, and then we add the other ingredients. Let's check on our boiling soup. I covered it halfway because if you cover palmnut soup fully like this and it's boiling, it will boil out with the foams onto the table. That's why I did it halfway, so that there will be space. I am going to add these tomatoes to it, and I'll blend it with the onion and the ginger and the pepper, but I didn't add it early because tomato is soft anyway, so it will just cook in no time. I'm adding it to it. Don't be in a hurry to add the meat. All my meats that I'm using are already boiled or roasted, and I'm not in a hurry to put them in it yet because I want it to still maintain the juices of the spices that I use to season them. My meats I'm using is smoked chicken, and it's smoked nicely. It smells so nice. You know, palmnut soup, the taste of palmnut soup depends on what you use, what meat you use to cook it. Some you can just use dry fishes and that gives it a particular taste. You can use meat, only mushrooms and some few. You can have 10 pounds of palmnut soup here, cooked by different people, and they will all taste different. And the best one will be Spicyfafas, definitely, because it's already smoked. I didn't steam or do anything to it again, so I'm putting it there. You see, I've cooked it for some time, and I am sure that when I add every other thing to it, it will not give us any stomach upset. So quickly put your meats in it. If it is fish you are using, what type of fish you're using depends on when to put it. If it's just fresh fish, you don't add it too quickly, you just steam it down and add it later. Palmnut soup goes with a lot of ingredients, so you make sure you're using a big pan. Look, it's almost full already, and the cow food takes a lot of space in the pan already. So we've put in our chicken, and now this is what some people call pomo, cow skin. You know, Wele, skin. I'm putting all in it. And this is Sharky. Sharky is an offal of the cow. It looks like towels, so we call it towel as well, affectionately. And now my saltfish, that is also acting as my salt. I don't add salt directly into my food. I add spices and ingredients that have salt in them, so I don't add salt directly to it. And one very serious delicacy, snails. The aroma in this kitchen right now. These snails, last night I took them off. I just used a fork and I pulled them out, and then I cleaned them nicely. I just sliced some lots of onions on them. So today I just steamed it, just 1 minute steam. You don't need to overcook it. When you are eating snail, it should be sounding crunchily, growl, growl, growl. So I just steamed it with all-purpose season, and that is patiently waiting to go in a bit later. Hey, so as I've put in all of my fishes, my meats, I am stirring them into the soup. You see, the tomato is already soft. Oh, it smells so nice. When you cook with cow leg, the whole food looks like it's over, stuffed with meat, and that's not it. It's a cow leg that I'm making konkonsa in the soup. Off you boil now, soupy. Now, because the meats are inside, I want to just sprinkle a little bit of multi-purpose season so that as it's boiling, it's getting inside the meats well. I've already seasoned them with the multi-purpose. All the meats I put in it, mind you, they are already steamed. So I told you, and the chicken is already smoked. And I'm covering it so that it will boil quickly. Cover it halfway, not fully. Look at that. By this time, all my meats have released their powers into the soup. I can smell every bit of. You see the tomato is very soft now, and I think, look at the onion. Oh yes, also getting soft. Now to add my vegetables, and my choice of vegetables are garden eggs. Garden eggs go in. It's your turn. Garden eggs in Palmnut soup. Oh, yummy. And now okra, and I am going to divide them into two. I've washed all of them nicely. This is optional. Now I'm putting this. I am not cutting off the heads of the Scotch bonnets because it is in it for anyone who likes extra heat. And now crayfish stock powder, half a tablespoon, moringa and baobab into my palmnut soup. Try it, it's so nice. Some people use something called prekese or dawa dawa. You will love moringa and baobab as well. Spicyfans, do you have palmnut soup in your country? How do you call it? Please like and share this video and click the notification bell so that when I post more of some short Spicyfafa meals, you will see them. This time I prefer not to cover it. Most of the ingredients are in it, so the soup has come up and I don't want it to boil outside. It is time for me now to add my snails. Snails. When you have snails in palmnut soup, it's like a designer palmnut soup. Hey, every bit of my snail stock is going there. And in goes the mushrooms. When you're eating this and you have a bit of everything in this soup, a bit of cow foot, a bit of Sharky, a bit of Wele, a bit of everything. How can you not enjoy? All that is left for me is to wait for this soup to really be done well, and then I take out, getting my peppers out, my chili peppers, those ones I put in earlier, and the onion. See, soft. How many peppers am I? I think you were 3 peppers. Where are you, pepper? And the tomatoes. Tomato, you are always very soft. Hey, and now I'm looking for the ginger. Oh my god, look at this soup. And that's the ginger. What I do, I just use a fork to hold the ginger, cut it a little bit into smaller pieces. I should just cook this very traditionally. I should just mash this. but I'm going to put them into my food processor. So I have blended my onion, ginger and pepper. Don't leave anything. Stir that inside. The vegetables and the meat have cooked and are soft. Our peppers have gone in. They are telling you, Mama, I'm ready. And palmnut soup, when you're cooking palmnut soup and you don't see foams on top anymore, you can be sure your soup is done. Like this one, if you are not sure of your salt level, your spices level, this is where you give it a taste to see whether you still need something else. I am sure of mine, so I don't need to add anything. Palmnut soup, Spicyfafa way. Ta-da! Our soup is ready now, and it is time to serve it and show you how palmnut soup looks like. Palmnut soup can have lots of palm oil on top of it. So you see, you can do it like this and take off some of the oil if you like. But if the soup is a lot and you just want to leave it like that, yeah, you can leave it. You want me to pick you, so you show it off, huh? This is palmnut soup. Palmnut soup. If you make palmnut soup, you can eat it with anything, as I told you. I am having mine with this fufu, beautiful fufu. I'll just take a ball of fufu. If you want to see how I made my fufu, please look in my fufu video up here. This very video. Look at it and see how I made it. Charlie, this soup is not boiling fast for me. Compared to little te fa na ifumu.